Hello guys, welcome back. Today we have another trade to announce, a trade between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers. In this video, I'll be detailing the details of this trade, which players were traded, and the complications within, and ultimately, of course, my thoughts on the trade as a whole. Now, the trade goes as follows. The Edmonton Oilers and New York Rangers made a trade this afternoon. Now, the Edmonton Oilers will start with the players that they got back. The one player they got back. They got Ryan Spooner from the New York Rangers. $900,000 retained, so it looks like they were evening out the salary. Ryan Strome has a $3.1 million contract, so it looks like the Edmonton or the New York Rangers want to do the same. So, on a basis level, this is an even trade between Ryan Spooner and Ryan Strome. But as I said before, Ryan Spooner going to the Edmonton Oilers, $900,000 retained. So far this season, it has not been what really he was expected to play like. He's gotten 16 games played so far, has had 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. Not good numbers at all from him. He was much better last season when it came to getting points, but this season it has been not as good. He's gotten a 39 course for percentage, which is just pretty terrible. So far for Ryan Spooner, even though the New York Rangers are not the best team, they've been able to get some wins, but Ryan Spooner has not been a part of that. On the other side, Ryan Strome gets shipped off to New York Rangers, him keeping his 3.1 salary, so nothing, no retaining there, except the New York Rangers retain on Ryan Spooner going back to Edmonton. So far for Ryan Strome, it has also not been a good season for him. He's gotten 18 games played, he's gotten 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. He has a 53 course for percentage, so it's a lot better at least than Ryan Spooner. But both of these players have been snake bitten, and both of these players have just not been producing with their former teams, and both of them will likely get a fresh new start with their current teams now. Now, both of these players are centers for their respective teams. Both players, Ryan Strome is 25, I think Ryan Spooner is 26. So when it comes down to it, this trade is almost as even as you could get it. It seemed like both teams wanted to make it as even as possible. Both players, pretty much, I guess, third centers for their team at the same cap hit. Both of them are around the same age group. So when it comes down to it, these players are relatively the same, and both of them have been struggling so far this season. Now, of course, with Ryan Spooner with the New York Rangers, he was traded, I think he was traded from Boston last season at a trade deadline, something like that. But Ryan Spooner was not on the New York Rangers for very long. He was only with the New York Rangers for about a year now. So for Ryan Spooner, it wasn't a great time with New York. Now he gets another fresh start with the Edmonton Oilers, and the Edmonton Oilers will probably give him a good sample size and a good opportunity in that lineup. I mean, he would definitely be the third center in that position, but I do think that Ryan Spooner will get a lot more ice time than the New York Rangers, which might not sound right on paper, but I think he'll get a better opportunity than what he did in New York. Meanwhile, for Ryan Strome, his time with the Edmonton Oilers has been pretty much just terrible. Of course, he was traded for Jordan Eberle, who right now is a great fit with the New York Islanders, and that trade is looking fantastic for New York. With the Edmonton Oilers, Ryan Strome was definitely not the guy that they needed, and at the time it was a pretty baffling trade, but now we know for certain who won that trade. Now Ryan Strome getting shipped off to New York. Now he gets another big opportunity to prove himself, now playing with both New York teams in his career, which is pretty awesome. But it is also another 1-for-1 trade. We got another 1-for-1 trade a couple of days ago with the Tanner Pearson, Carl Hagelin trade, and that trade was pretty great. It was sent out to players that were struggling with their own teams, and I think this is kind of the same situation here. We have a 1-for-1 trade. It's pretty much been the week of 1-for-1 trades, but both players here are struggling, and both players will likely get a better opportunity with their new teams. And I think this trade might just boil down to, hey, your player is struggling, my player is struggling, let's just switch them both back and forth and see what happens. Maybe they can both get on a rebound. But right now, with both teams, with the Oilers and the Rangers, the Oilers definitely need a spark. They just have not been playing all too great in the last week. And the New York Rangers have gotten up to a surprising start. They've been pretty solid. But I think the trade for both of these teams will help them in the long run. Both players not playing well with their current teams, and I feel like both players, honestly, can really change and really get a lot better with their current teams. Now, I'm not saying that Ryan Spooner is going to be extra godly with the Edmonton Oilers or that Ryan Strome is going to be amazing with the New York Rangers, but I'm saying that the point production will likely go up from both players because I think having that new start for both of these players will do wonders for them. Now, when we talk about who won this trade, I'm kind of very conflicted because isolated, I think that the Edmonton Oilers won this trade. I do like Ryan Spooner quite a bit, but Ryan Strome was a part of that Edmonton Oilers team, and he was traded for Jordan Eberle, who right now is tearing it up with the New York Islanders. So as a one-for-one trade, I think the Edmonton Oilers win this, but as a situation, I think the Edmonton Oilers just lost as a whole, and it just sucks because right now I feel like Jordan Eberle would be a great fit in Edmonton, but no, they had to trade him away for a guy that got 2 points in 18 games. So while, in my personal opinion, I'd rather have Ryan Spooner than Ryan Strome, I feel like just the Edmonton Oilers situation with what they had to give up to get Ryan Strome was an automatic loss. So long term, I think that the Rangers won this, but as a whole, as a one-for-one trade, I'd say the Edmonton Oilers had the advantage. But of course, with these trading videos, I always want to hear from you guys. So what do you think about this trade? What do you think about another one-for-one trade this week between the Edmonton Oilers and the New York Rangers? Who do you think won between the two? I always love to hear your guys' opinions down in the comments below. But if you want some more Grav videos, you can watch this video where I talk about the Carl Hagelin for Tanner Pearson trade that just happened a couple of days ago. But that's going for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, tell me down below, what do you think about this trade? Which team won in this trade? And I'll see you guys later in the next video or stream. Goodbye.